The path to heaven feels like hell, and the path to hell feels like heaven. I say this at the end of every single one of my videos. Now, what does it mean? What is the path to heaven and what is the path to hell? Well, clearly the path to heaven is the path to freedom and, I guess you could say, being rich. Whatever heaven is to you. And the path to hell is the complete opposite of that, or even worse, obviously. But why does the path to heaven have to feel like hell, and why does the path to hell feel like heaven? Well, if you do believe in God, I'm going to assume you do, but if you don't, then just try and apply this whatever way you can. You are you because of the hardships you've gone through, right? I am me because of the hardships I've gone through, and also some of the good things I've gone through. But the hard things I've gone through have built me up the most, right? Same for you probably. And God has put you here to go through hard things so that you can be in heaven. God has put you here to become your own human. Let's say you had a son. Let's say you had a son for a minute here. Would you want to let your son out of the house into the world and go grow up and learn for himself and become his own man? Or do you want him to stay in your house and just stay there forever and learn from you and your experiences, and you will provide and tend to every one of his needs, and then he'll become just like you? I don't think he would become just like you if you did that. I think he would become just like you, or more like you. More of a man than he would have been if you just kept him in your home, if you let him out into the world and experience life. That's what God has done with us. He's let us out into the world, out of his home, out of his presence, to let us experience life, to let us go on the path that feels like hell so we can get to heaven. And there's also Satan over here, and he's leading you down this path that feels like heaven at first and then is hell. Drugs, for example, drugs. You take drugs, you feel great, and then after you feel horrible, right? Working out. While you're working out, you don't feel very good. But then after, you feel great and you look great, right? Doesn't that sound like something? Path to heaven feels like hell, path to hell feels like heaven. You go through hardship to get the good things, and you go through, I guess, good things to get hard things out of it, and you get hard things out of it. Take the drugs, feel good, and then feel horrible later. Feel bad while working out, and then feel good later. You see how that correlates now, right? And you can apply this part even if you don't believe in God as well, which hopefully you should. I'm not judging you or anything. You believe what you want, but I think it's pretty cool to believe in God and believe that there is an existence after we die, and that our whole life is a path that feels like hell, and it may feel like heaven at times. There are little mini paths that feel like hell, and then it feels like heaven, and then you go back down to another little mini path. That's why life's like a roller coaster. You feel good, and then you're bad, but good, bad, good, bad, good, bad. But eventually, life is just one big roller coaster, and it's full of good and bad, but it leads to ultimately good if you work at it and want it. If you're watching this video right now and you want to be on the path to heaven, or you want to be on the path to hell that feels like heaven, then go for it. It's not worth it in the end. It probably won't be. Maybe for you it is. I don't know. It's not for me. There are people out there, I'm sure, that think that the path to hell is worth it because, it feels good right now. And that's just how they are. That's just how some people are. But me and you, hopefully you, me and you, we're different. We want to go on the path to heaven. And we need to be able to push through the path that feels like hell to get to heaven. So choose one. The path to heaven that feels like hell, or the path to hell that feels like heaven. In the Discord, we are on the path to heaven, even though it may feel like hell. And we are helping each other there. We are warriors. We are fighting our way through this path to heaven. If you want to join us there, then join. The link is in the description. First link. Choose the path you want to be on. And choose wisely. I love you, bro.